The Dutch master has produced something special in the wet, in the dry. Max Verstappen wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Lap 2.
He's Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500.
But off turn number 4, the Coca-Cola 600 belongs to Ryan Blaney.
Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic broadcast here tonight. We're just switching it up a bit from last week. And this beautiful Sunday, we're starting it off with some awesome road course racing here at Monza with the NSR sports car guys. Tonight we got the GTPs, GTD Pro, and GTD AM going at it here. And boy, are we in for a show. First and foremost, though, I got Jay in the booth. Jay, how you doing?
Oh man, I am, we're ready. I mean, we had some great races so far this week, and now we're going back off of the short track stuff, and we're heading back to some road racing, some Nexus Sports Car Challenge racing. This is going to be great. Lots of great drivers in the field here tonight at Monza, the place for speed. And I think that's what we're going to see all night long here with these boys tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys probably can't even hear me right now because encoding is terrible. We'll be right back with you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let's see if this gets any better here as we go on track. Let's see. Hey, it's going pretty swell right now. Alright. Alright. Well, look, we've got some pretty cool things going on here tonight. Lots of fun to be happening. Let's jump in to some race info before we get into qualifying here and get you guys all started off. For the race info tonight, we're at the Monza GP, Race 2. We got a track length of 3.57 miles, a track temp right now of 98 degrees Fahrenheit, and an altitude of 599 feet. 73 degrees ambient, 71% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and an 8-mile-an-hour wind. This is the Nexus Sports Car Challenge, 11-turn course with 7 rights and 4 left turns. Got a pace car speed of 60 and a pit speed of 50. Everybody out here gets the opportunity to roll out their backup car 2 times tonight in case they have some issues on track. All right, here we are. We're in qualifying right now. Coming off of turn 1. That's the 97 of Caden Gargiulo as he comes into turn 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Caden Gargiulo, last stop was racing with us over there in the PSCRL Truck Series, running up towards the front. Now, here in a GTP car, a Cadillac, beautiful paint scheme on this number 97. So he is going through one of these chicanes here. I believe this is the turn 5-6 or 4-5 combo. Now he heads for turn 6, going to continue his qualifying lap. Yeah, he's going to exit turn 7 here. He gets a little squirrely there. Grabs a little bit of the apron, a little bit of the curb. We're going to see as he continues on here towards turn 8 down this long straightaway. It's got a little bit of a kink in it. And he's going to dive down into the 8, 9, 10 combo here. A left-hander, then a right-hander, then back to another left-hander as he sets up for that back straightaway. As he's going to continue on here to set a fast lap time here in qualifying. The first guy, oh, he's swerving. Maybe he's getting some heat in them tires here down the back straightaway. So he's heading for that parabolica curb turn 11 here, setting up for the front straightaway to complete his first lap here in qualifying. See what he does. He's going to continue here full out right here through parabolica. Going to continue on here down the front straightaway. Let's see what he does here on his first qualifying lap. See if this lap is valid. If that one little mistake he made off track affected this lap. And it looks like he's going to cross the line. And I do not believe that lap would be, or this would be his first lap coming to green. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Into turn 1, turn 2 now. Get as good of a run as he can here off of turn 2 and set up for turn 3. Another one of these fast moving curbs here. Keep that thing wide out all the way through here. Exiting turn 3, just a continuous curve. Love this track. So fast, so much fun to watch these guys rip this track. And then down here into the second chicane, the 4-5 combo. Get a good run, use up the curbs, and get a good exit there. Down here into turn 6 and 7. Oh, a little off track there for him through turn 6. See if you can recover here. Gonna get a little bit of curb here on turn 7. Exit turn 7. And now down this long straightaway. A little bit of a kink here. Gonna continue the pace. Get just all wide out. And then they're gonna go back uphill here. It's gonna be an interesting under the bridge. See what he could do down here into the braking zone. As we got lots of vehicles on track right now. We got Eric Molinati up here with a purple sector there in sector 2. Logan having a fast sector in his sector 2 as well. And Logan goes with another purple sector there. We'll see what these guys can do here in qualifying. As it looks like Logan, or I mean, excuse me, this is Gargiulo, and he's backing off the pace here just a little bit. Does it look like he's backing off the pace here?
All right, coming through Parabolica. Yeah, he is slow on track here, maybe trying to throw a lap time. As we've got Eric Molinati. He put up the fastest lap time for GTP at the moment. Got a couple of others making some lap times right now. Logan Raggioni, Jensen Fieria, Blake Nave, and Ribeiro. Zohar Gabani on track right now, leading that GTD Pro class. Zohar being one of the, or was the lone Mercedes, now has a little bit of friendship here with Clayton Sanchez. But Peter Cheney now takes it to the top with a 148.871. Just 2200s quicker than Cabani. As Cabani looks to improve on that second lap, Kevin Mallard in the number 58 Porsche goes P3 with a 148.948. And look, we got Eric Stamp now coming down the back straightaway, coming into the final corner, ready to put a lap time up.
Yeah, this Porsche 963 is going to go through Parabolica turn 11 here, flat out, trying to carry as much speed as you can, get a good run to the checkers here, and see what he could do here in qualifying. Gets a great run here through Parabolica. Now set up for the front straightaway. Here it is. Let's see what he can do here in qualifying. Let's see if he can take himself to the top of the board.
As he crosses the line, Logan Raggioni takes that number 44 Porsche up to the top. Eric Stamp does not get a lap time in that time around, as he may have had a little bit of an issue there. But we're going to go to Eric now. Eric coming into 8, 9 right now. He is looking to improve on that 133.578 that he has to get above Logan Raggioni as he comes out the back straightaway, heading into Parabolica.
Yeah, here he is. He got a great run there off of turn 10. We'll see what he could do here through Parabolica. Carry the speed. Eric Molinati, one of the fast guys all season long here in this sports car challenge. Ran the LMP2 class, now making the step up to this GTP. See what he could do here across the line. He's going to try and make it as short as possible here off of Parabolica. And across the line, let's see what he does.
Oh, he may be on his out lap. Okay, this lap is going to count for show. Faux show. As the 46 comes through turn 1. Looks like he kind of messed up a little bit there. No problem. We'll go back to our battles with the GTD Pro. Brian B up on top right now with your GTD AM. Michael Oceans right now. You got 2 GTD AM cars who have qualified. Michael Oceans, Logan Brakey. These guys are very close to each other. 148.96 for the 11 and 148.98 for Logan. Eric Stamp finally gets it up on the board there with a P5 for GTP. As these guys continue to duke it out up top here, let's go back to Eric. As he is just completing about halfway on this lap. He's looking to dethrone Logan as he continues his qualifying run.
Yeah, he's going to continue here to see if he can put together another fast lap here. Still on the search to get by Logan. He maybe get a little bit of heat in his tires, maybe abandon this lap here. Maybe a little practice session here. Pretty comfortable with that P2 starting position as he dives down here into turn 8, 9, 10 combo here. See if he can continue to build up the speed. Maybe he has one more run at it here in qualifying.
All right, Zohar coming off a Parabolica now. Currently P4, looking to put another lap time in. Let's see what he can do here. See if he can improve just a little bit. As he crosses the line. And he's on an outlap. So, he's not going to be able to put in a lap time here. Peter Cheney, though, he's not. He's P3 right now in GTD Pro as he comes off Parabolica. And looking towards the start-finish line. Can he improve on that 148.871? And he does, but it doesn't get him far enough to get up into the top 2. But a 48.732 is now the time that he sits on.
Yeah, that was a pretty good lap time there for him, putting himself in that P3 position here in qualifying as Santos goes to the top of the board here in the number 65. As we are on board here, I believe this is... Gotta have to get used to these paint schemes again here, Tom. As
Mallard.
We got some new looks here. This is Mallard. He's running in the GTD Pro class now. Was in the LMP2s. He's going to cross the line. He's currently sitting in that P3 position with a 148.532.
All right, he's going to go and make another round. This is Logan Brakey now as he comes through Parabolica in that Porsche-powered machine. Coming off the final corner now, looking at the start-finish line. 2 GTD AM cars have only qualified. Logan Brakey going up against Michael Oceans at the moment as he crosses the line. And he's on his outlap. Perfect. So we're going to go back down to Clayton Sanchez, who's now coming through the final corner. And he's in the GTD Pro. Let's see if he can improve on that P6 time as he goes into the pits.
Yeah, he's going to pit
I am
lane.
not having any good luck here, Jay. All right, Zohar, give us a lap time, buddy. He does! Look at that. He goes P4 with a 146.632. We finally got one.
Yeah, great timing as well as Jimmy Johnson just crashed. So this is some great stuff going on here in the world of motorsports. I had to sneak that in there, Tom. We were waiting for it. But here it is on board here. I'm sorry. I'm having a good time up here. Always do. The 902 machine here of Zohar Kabani still rolling in this Mercedes, trying to put down some lap time here. Going to continue on. I think that this guy is going to be a guy to watch here tonight as he dives down here into this chicane, the 4-5 combo, and he's going to continue on setting up for this long, or 6 and 7, and then that long straightaway heading for the 8, 9, 10 complex.
Zohar getting some good entrances on the corner, some good exit, maybe run a little bit wide there. As he comes to the next corner, dives it on deep, running wide again, but try to keep it on track here. And he's doing a great job coming down this next straightaway coming up here. Zohar currently P4 at the moment as he comes down into turn 8, turn 9, and 10. Great set of corners for himself. Let's see if he can set himself up for a P1 run here.
It looks like he's backing off. Yep, there it is.
Oh, just my luck. All right.
Yeah, we got a pretty extended qualifying session here. Is this the 68 machine? I believe this is Daniel Maddox. Mad Duck He's out here repping here at this beautiful looking car. He's going to dive down here into turn 1. This first little chicane, the little right-hander to the left-hander, really aggressive on the brakes, into the curbs, uses much, maximize off the corner exit, and continue on here in his beautiful looking number 68 Porsche.
All right. Coming down into turn 3 now. As he comes into the next chicane, 4-5. Let's see what he can do here. He's got carrying lots of speed. Coming down into turn 4. Oh, full send it, baby. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Bringing out
There's
the
always
old...
more than one way to make a corner right there, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. Look, here's Ethan Amberg. He's in the GTD Pro class. As he comes off the final corner, across the line. Let's see if he can improve. And he's on an out lap. Yeah. We're going to keep our eyes on Ethan Amberg because he's the only car on track right now. Oh, there you go.
He had a really impressive run there at Kansas in the Motor City Trucks. Showed that he has some oval ability as well. He's been really fast in this series as well, contending, making lots of moves. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do here tonight, as he's currently sitting in that P7 position here in qualifying. We'll see if he can move up the board here, as we're still tracking maybe Daniel Maddox going to cross the line, but his lap most likely be invalid there with that off-road excursion. So we're going to continue on here with Ethan Amberg as he's setting up for turn 6 now.
All right, coming on down into turn 6 and through turn 7. He's going to use up as much track as he can. Looks like we may have just about 2 minutes left in practice here, as he's coming down the back, or one of the back straightaways here, coming into turn 8. Let's see what he can do here. This set of corners here, particularly tricky, especially with those turtles next to the curbs there. Can't get yourself too fast going through there, overshoot the corner. You could find yourself having a headache. In fact, Jay, I think that's going to be one of our action corners tonight as we head into the race.
Yes, I agree. I think that is going to be an extreme action corner. I think turn 1, turn 2 combo there, that's going to be fun to watch all night. With the amount of speed that you carry down into turn 8, I think you're right. That 8, 9, 10 complex, we might see some guys having some off-track excursions there. A lot of action corner there all night long. We'll have to, like you said, I think we'll name that the action corner tonight. Maybe we need some Excedrin, or what do they call it, Tylenol PM, or whatever you need for a headache.
Midol?
Midol. Oh man, that's a good one.
All right, Ethan Amber puts in a lap time to best his previous lap time, 148.80 for himself. Dallas Seward currently on track in that beautiful Dega Boys Porsche. Man, does that thing flow?
That thing looks amazing. I love it. He's got the checker down there on the floor, on the little floorboards there underneath the door. Unbelievable. The side skirts on that thing are just beautiful. Got a little bit of Nexus on the front of it. Some Dega Boys on the top and on the spoiler. Look at that. That's beautiful race car here by Dallas Seward.
Oh yeah, always, always. Let's see. Dallas Seward put down a time of 151.21. And he's continuing off of turn 2 now, and qualifying is done. Logan Raggioni and Kevin Mallard, they take the pole positions. And, oh, excuse me, who was Michael Oceans, I think it was? Let's look at the grid real quick here. Well, the grid's kind of all messed up because we're in warm-up. But, Jay, let's bring down some people. How about we talk to him for a second?
I love that idea. Let's do it.
Logan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I'm here.
Logan, what a great qualifying run you had there. Put that thing on pole. Look, let's talk about the elephant in the room here. You and Eric Molinati. How are you feeling tonight against Eric's competitiveness and his speed?
I'm not so worried about his speed, but maybe his antics.
Antics, explain a little bit more.
Y'all didn't broadcast at Montreal, and we had a bit of a run-in, let's just say.
All right.
A little bit of a rivalry. I like it.
Yeah.
Intrigue.
We can put it that way, rivalry.
I like it. Rivalries create historic moments in series. So, but with that being said tonight, Logan, what is your strategy rolling into this? Are you feeling confident that you can hold on to that P1 position after turn 1? Because turn 1's going to be a little bit of a doozy there.
I'm hoping. I'm not too sure. I haven't really done much Monza races yet, so I'm not so sure how much slipstream's gonna play into a role or what. So I think I'm just gonna pit when I run out of fuel and hope for the best.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, you got anything for Logan before we move on?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations on your qualifying time here tonight, starting at the front of the field. Good luck as this race progresses, and maybe we'll be talking to you again here at the end of the night.
Hopefully.
All
Thank you.
right, that was your pole winner for tonight. And so we see Eric Stamp on track right now. He is in the number 81 Porsche. Let's go ahead and bring down Mallard. Let's see if Mallard is here. He is. Let's move him down here. Kevin Mallard, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Man, we're doing pretty good. How are you with that pole here tonight?
I'm all right.
Look, you've got some great speed there. We've got some great competition in the GTD classes. How are you feeling tonight? I mean, that's got to be a big confidence booster coming in here to Monza like that.
Yeah, Brian's been getting me every time we've practiced together. He's getting me, so it's gonna be close. We're gonna be tight here with Raphael and Brian and everybody, honestly, and Pete.
Yes, absolutely. Look, we just had this restructure in the sports car series. You got yourself in to the pro series as well. But look, with that pro series comes a lot of competition. But with that competition and with the layout of Monza, how confident are you in going into turn 1 at the start of the race?
I'm confident it's gonna be rough, so we're gonna take it easy here.
Well, look, you put that car on pole. Congratulations on that. You've got a lot of speed. You got a lot of talent, too. We're excited to see you out there on track. And, Jay, what do you got for Kevin here before we move on?
Yes, Kevin, congratulations on your pole. You're going to be starting up front. I believe that this pro class is going to be the one to keep our eyes on all night long. A lot of talent throughout this field in the pro class. I'm excited to see what you boys can do and what kind of show you guys can put on for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right.
It'll be a good race here. Yeah.
Kevin, I'll bring it down to max downforce here. Congratulations on your pole once again, and
Thanks.
good luck in your race.
Take it easy. Yep.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gents. All right, Jay, I missed who got pole for GTD AM. Did you see?
I believe it was Michael Oceans.
Michael Oceans. Let's bring him down.
Yes.
Michael Oceans. This is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Michael, it is my understanding that you won pole for GTD AM. Is that correct?
This is my first race back. I haven't raced at all yet.
No, you grabbed the pole.
Oh, I did? Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm like 95% positive that I'm 95% sure that that's true.
Collectively, that's enough for me.
Awesome.
But look, Michael, you've got a really fast Ferrari here tonight. How confident are you going into this race tonight here in Monza?
I'm pretty confident in this track. I love this track. I did a lot of racing on GT7 with it, so I'm familiar with it. And
what?
As long as I don't get taken out, I'll be good to go.
Absolutely. Well, look, I just realized we're gridding. I'm not going to take up too much of your time here, but I am going to hand you off to Jay. Jay, what do you got for Michael before we go racing?
Yes, Michael, congratulations. We can't wait to see what kind of action you put on tonight, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of the evening.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Good luck. All right, ladies and gentle cars, we are now gridding for this Monza race. Now, let's check out this grid here. This is for GTP. On pole tonight, Logan Raggioni in the number 44 with Eric Molinati in the 46, starting on the outside of him.
Starting P3, that's Jansen Ferreira in the number 083 with Ribeiro in the 666, starting in the P4 position.
Jesse Canales in the 76, starting P5 tonight, with Blake Nave in the 51, starting P6.
Starting P7, that's Eric Stamp in the number 81 Porsche, with Caden Gargiulo in the number 97, starting P8.
Javon Thompson in the 531, starting P9 tonight. And rounding out your top 10, Fozzie Fazillo in the 755, starting P10. Let's see if we can switch this over here. Ladies and gentlemen. It's just not doing what I wanted to.
Technology is so much fun. I love it.
Let's see. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Did we get it? Did we get it? Alright, look. Okay, look, here we go. I got it. Kevin Mallard on pole tonight in the GTD Pro. Rafael Santos starting P2. We'll go to our GTD AM real quick. And, okay, now I've got it down. Logan Brecky actually got it. Michael Oceans, P2. Logan, we'll make it up to you. Apologies for that. We know how to work it now. Alright. Alright, Jay, here we go. Any last words before we go green flag racing?
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here in the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. Here at Monza. Full speed, lots of action corners. It's going to be a fantastic race. Everybody at home, get ready, because we're going to go green flag racing.
Green flag racing for sure. We're going down the back straightaway right now. You can see the 44 of Logan warming up his tires there. Eric Molinari warming up his tires as well. As we go down into Parabolica, we're going to have the GTD Pro guys back here. They're going to be starting behind. And then we've got GTD AM in there as well. But here it is, the 44 coming off of Parabolica. The pace car is going to come off the racing surface here. As they come inch closer to the pit road here. You're going to watch that safety car pull off control to Logan Raggioni as the green flag flies, and they're already taking off here as the 44 and the 46. They're in a line now. Eric Molinari, he's looking to make a move coming down into turn one. Can he make anything happen? No, he's going to be stuck behind Logan Raggioni now. Coming down into turn one. They're going to keep it all straight here. Everybody giving lots of room as they come through turn two as well. And we go single file here as now we watch GTD Pro and AM coming off the final corner to take the green flag.
Here it is, the GTD Pro and AM class going to start us off with Santos on the front row and Mallard on the front row. Here we are. The green flag is out in the air for the GTD cars as we're going to dive down here towards turn one. We're going to be sorting it out. Maybe a little bit of action. Who's going to be aggressive on the brakes? Maybe a little bit of cat and mouse here as we're still double file down here into turn one. Here it is. Action corner on point down here into turn one. It looks like Mallard is going to take the lead here into turn one.
Everybody giving enough room here. Not many cars spinning. Not any cars. Oh, we do got a car around. It's Michael Oceans in the 11 Ferrari. He's the only one who got a little bit of bad luck there as they come through the first set of corners. He's got a lot of ground to make up as Kevin Mallard coming off of turn two there. Three, excuse me. He is still leading the GTD class of Zohar Kabani Brian B. They're in your top three. We'll go back up to the front here. Logan Raggioni can't shake Eric Molinari as they come through Parabolica now, coming down to the front straightaway.
Yeah, this is going to be a great battle all night long between Molinari and Raggioni as we are exiting turn 11. We're going to complete the first lap here tonight. And Logan Raggioni, maybe a little bit of swerve in here to break the draft from Molinari. Didn't know what the slipstream was going to be like tonight here in these GTP cars as we're going to dive down here into turn one. Molinari aggressive on the brakes, trying to close this gap to Logan Raggioni as now we exit turn two. Still, Logan leading the field.
Logan still out front here. We got a couple of passings happening right here. Eric Stamp getting overtaken by Blake Nave. Here comes Guilherme Ribeiro on the outside of the 84. 81, excuse me, he takes that position away as these guys are all under a blanket here now coming down into turn, excuse me, 4. The 51 goes around. That's Blake Nave. Blake Nave's off track here. Excuse me, as he comes back out on track, he's going to keep that car clean as now he's going to drop to the back of the GTDs. There's Javon Thompson going by now as we go back to our GTD battle. Kevin Mallard, he's got a second gap over second place of Zohar Kabani. What a run he's put together so far in that 58.
Yeah, Kobani, or Zohar Kobani right here in the P2 position, going to try and close this gap down here into turn 1. Right there, a little bit of bumper business maybe behind him from Brian Berthume as he's trying to make a move here on Zohar. As we got lots of action. We got Peter Cheney up here in the P4 position. We're all going to be single filed out here as we head through turn 3. This big swooping right-hand curve. And then we're going to get back into some more action corners. That 4-5 combo, one of those little kinks, one of those little chicanes they're going to have to navigate. As look at Cheney deep on the brakes into turn 4.
Hard on the brakes going into turn 4. He tried, oh, we're wrecking in the back here. Who is that? That is Logan Brakey in the GTD AM class. He was leading it. Now he's not. Your leader right now in the GTDs, it's Dallas Seward in the Dega Boys Porsche car. Whoa, boy, would you love to see it.
Oh man, all of the heavy hitters here in the GTD AM class having some issues, and now Dallas is off the track. Holy cow! You do not want to lead this class. You're gonna have some issues. Is now right behind him. That is, I believe that's Mulvey in the number 19. That's a battle for the lead. Here he is. He's gonna try and follow him down here into turn 8, side by side. Cat and mouse on the brakes. Who's aggressive? As it looks like Mulvey's got the inside position. Dallas hard on the brakes. He's gonna have inside leverage through 9 and 10. And he's going to clear Mulvey
What
here.
a move!
Seward holds the lead.
Wow, what an awesome move by Dallas there to hold on to the lead of the GTD AM. As we go back to the pro side, Ethan Amberg to the inside of Cheney now. This is for the P7, P6 position. Cheney having a little bit of issues here, dropping back from P4 as Ethan Amberg not going to be able to make that line work as he's going to grab a little bit of draft from the Ferrari in front of him. That's Bruno Fantazzi. I believe, no, it's not. I'm sorry. Augusto Floriano, as they all soar down into turn 1. Look at this, almost a 3-wide situation. No, we're going to take it 2 wide. Ethan Amberg's going to back off.
Yeah, you got to be a little conservative there on the brakes. Not an opportunity to go wheel to wheel, side by side down into turn 1 with that heavy braking zone. Tight right-hand turn after that first, or left-hander after that first right-hander. We got a little issues here with Logan Brakey. Look at that car. He is dog-walking that thing down the straightaway here. Maybe some broken rear end on that machine as he is going to have to get that assessed. Lots of drama here early as, oh, we got Daniel Maddox off the track as well. This GTD AM class having a lot of issues up here in the field. Everybody running through some issues here.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of off-track accidents happening there. We'll go back up to the front here. Logan Raggioni, excuse me, still up front. Eric Molinati coming under attack now by Jesse Canales. They're coming into turn 3, 4 now, 4, 5. As they come on down into the halfway point of this racetrack.
Yeah, as this is going to be a great battle, as now we see in the pace, maybe a Molinati losing it just a little bit here to Logan Raggioni, as now we got Canales in the fight. Oh, they're both a little bit off track. They're using up all of the track limits, as it looks like now we're going to see Canales get a pretty good run right in the slipstream here. Molinati down this long straightaway, setting up for this turn 8 opportunity as we're going through some of this GTD traffic now. This could get interesting down here into the heavy braking zone. Maddox going to give a lot of respect there to the GTD traffic.
As now you see Eric getting through that traffic, so is Logan. What just happened back there? Did you see that? Goodness
oh my
gracious.
goodness!
What
Dear
the?
Lord.
What just happened here? He's got a whole right front missing off of that thing. Redneck Horsepower Award winner. Let's see what happened here.
Oh,
he got real
sideways.
loose. Oh, huge hit. Oh, damn. He's just trying to give him room. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That's terrible for him. He was having a good run so far. So now we go to our P2 position. Look, we got a good battle here between Brian B and Zohar as they come down into turn 4.
Yeah, here we are down here into turn 4. We got a little bit of a battle. Maylard having the pressure applied to him by Zohar Kabani. We also have I believe that's Brian, or that's the pink car, that would be Rafael Santos. This is a great battle up here. This is P2 through P4 here, going through turn 6 and 7 now, as it looks like now Santos right over the rear bumper here of the 902 of Zohar Kabani. Going to try to apply the pressure down this long straightaway, maybe have an opportunity down here into turn 8 to make a move on the brakes.
All right, coming on down into turn 8. He's going to make up a little ground on Brian now as they come through 9 and 10. But the 65's all over the rear bumper of the 902 as they come down the back straightaway here down into Parabolica. As you can see now, the GTDs, they're behind these guys. They're about to get into the mix of this battle for the lead of the race. As you can see, Mallard still way out front there as they come down into Parabolica. You got your leaders, your GTPs now coming through Parabolica as well. This is going to heat up here, ladies and gentlemen, as Logan Raggioni is going to try to pass these cars on the front straightaway.
Yeah, this is your leaders up here in the GTD Pro class, and now we got your GTP leader. He's going to have to try to navigate. This could get aggressive. Oh my goodness, we have some action. Maybe they're for position there in the GTD Pro class, but now here goes Logan. He's going to get by him. Perfect move and perfect execution there through 1 and 2 to get that job done. Build a little bit of a gap and some cars in between himself and Molinati, as now Molinati's going to have to navigate it here through turn 3. He's going to go the outside, the far way around, and they're also going to see Canales do the same, get by this traffic, as the battles are heating up all over this racetrack. Absolutely,
they are. This battle for P2 at the moment is still there. You got Brian B out in front of Zohar Kabani. Rafael Santos lurking in the background there as well. These guys have been really close to each other this whole race, basically. And Zohar not being able to capitalize on any of the mistakes that Brian B has made. As we'll go to your closest battle on track right now. That's Clayton Sanchez and Travis Smith right in front of them.
Yeah, Travis Smith, Clayton Sanchez put on a good battle. Looks like the 777 looking maybe to the outside here. Down this long straightaway, heading up for turn 8. This could be a left-hander. Oh, something's got to give here. Oh, push comes to shove. We got two GTPs side-by-side, two GTDs side-by-side. Into turn 8, we see some sliding action. It's all going to work out, though, here through turn 9 and 10. Oh, contact! We're door banging through the grass, and he hangs on to it.
Wow, what a great save there by Caden Gargiulo, as he's coming under attack by Blake Nave as well. Now, this is the closest battle on track. Blake Nave looking to the inside, and Parabolica side by side for the P5 position in GTP, as Caden Gargiulo chops the nose off of the 51. Coming down the front straightaway, the 51's going to get a run here, though. He's going to get a little bit of a draft. Let's see what he can do with it as they come on down into turn 1.
Yeah, Blake Nave's getting a great draft here on Gargiulo. Oh, and he makes an evasive move to the inside. He's going to have inside leverage. It looks like Gargiulo's going to play it safe here. Be conservative, not be aggressive on the brakes. Oh, a little bit of lock up there by Blake Nave. Oh, and now we got another GTP up here in the mix as well. I believe that is the number 531 of Javon Thompson here in that BMW. He's closing in on this battle. Oh, man, what a great race we've seen so far as we're rolling here through turn 3.
All right, coming on down through turn 3 now. Blake Nave holding on to that P5 position. Now Caden's going side by side with the GTD car. Still side by side. Wasn't able to capitalize on that pass before the corner. As we see these guys and their battle dissipate here, we'll go back to a little bit of Rafael Santos action. Blake Nave to the inside of him. He's going to make that pass. Zohar Kabani now, he's going to have a little bit of GTP action coming up behind him. He's going to take it to the outside now, coming down the straightaway down into turn 8. As these guys figure it all out here, this is your closest battle on track at the moment. Just kidding, Travis Smith once again getting to the rear bumper of Clayton Sanchez.
Yeah, here comes Travis Smith trying to get back by Clayton Sanchez here in the 777 as we're going to go through the 8-9-10 combo, the left or the right or left combination there as we head down this straightaway headed for Parabolica. As look at Travis Smith right there in the slipstream. Maybe get an opportunity here through Parabolica to set up a run for turn 1 down the front straightaway. He's looking to the inside. He's going to get early on the brakes. Maybe gas it up just a little bit earlier. Follow him here through Parabolica. What a great run there by Travis Smith. He's going to be able to maybe get a draft here down the front straightaway. Maybe set some up here for turn 1.
Maybe. Let's see what he can do. He's really fast on the straightaways here. He's already getting up to the rear bumper of Clayton Sanchez coming down the front straightaway. That gap is ever so slightly just being smaller and smaller. He shoots to the inside here, heavy on the brakes. Is he going to make turn one? He does. Oh, he runs wide, though. He gets into the bumpers. He's going to have a slowdown penalty. The 777 of Clayton Sanchez continues another day to hold on to that P9 position.
Yeah, that was aggressive on the brakes. He went way later into that braking zone. It just didn't work out for him. But here it is, the battle for the overall, the GTP lead. Molinari has methodically closed this gap back down to Logan Raggioni. It's got it down to 0.5 of a second now as we're heading for Parabolica turn 11. This is going to be a great opportunity. Maybe he can get right in that slipstream of Logan. Maybe have something for him for turn 1 as we are going to roll through Parabolica. Fast corner here. Setting up for that front straightaway as Molinari got it under half a second now.
Coming down the front straightaway now, full boost, full power for these guys as they switch their knobs to give them that amount of power coming down the front straightaway and down into turn 1. Logan Raggioni still holding on to that P1 position with a little bit of a half-second gap in front of Molinari as they come off of turn 2 here. Down into turn 3, this long swooping right-hand corner. He's going to be able to grab a little bit of draft here. They are going pretty dang fast through this, but Eric Molinari not really being able to capitalize on this as the Ferrari Porsche of Logan Raggioni still sticks out front here in that GTP class. He has led every lap so far in that number 44 Porsche. Does he come through 5? Or sorry, that's not 5. Oh, you get the point. Coming down into turn 8 now, but Eric Molinari still stuck behind Logan here. This is your closest battle on track.
Yes, they've got a little bit of time before they get back into some more traffic here with the GTD cars, as they've got a pretty open, clear track in front of them. So this will be an opportunity for Molinari to keep the distance close here, and maybe once we get back into traffic, maybe that'd be your opportunity to make a move on Logan, as now he's about half a second behind here, heading for Parabolica. Keeping it pretty even. You see right there in the background, Canales is also right there in touch with these boys as well. Anything can change, though, once we get into traffic. You catch a car at the wrong place, gives you a little bit of an opportunity to maybe lose a little bit of time, or maybe the guy behind you gets caught in some traffic. You build a little bit of a gap. Anything can happen when we get back towards traffic, but down the front straightaway, it's still a half a second gap here. Logan over Molinari down here into turn 1.
Coming down into turn 1 now. Let's see, any gain there? No, it looks like Molinari's just losing a little bit of time. Is every lap here about just a little over a tenth slower for Eric Molinari last time by. As yeah, they come down into turn 4 and 5. Molinari still in that P2 position. Look, we'll go to our closest battle on track again. That is Zohar Kabani, Brian B, as they come off of Parabolica and down the front straightaway. This has been a battle that has been going on pretty much all race. Zohar having a hard time getting around Brian B.
Yeah, these two guys have put on a battle pretty much the entire time they've been in the sports car series. We saw it in the Formula Touring last season, and now here this year in the Nexus Sports Car Challenge. These guys are just so fast, so competitive, race each other hard and clean. As you see Zohar get real heavy on the brakes here into turn 1, trying to close this gap. Late apex there into turn 2, try to carry the momentum off of that corner. Oh, and there it is, Dallas Seward. He is around. Currently running that P3 position in the GTD AM class. Ryan Mulvey leading the way there right now, currently in his BMW, doing a fantastic job going through turns 1 and 2 now. This guy has had a really consistent race. I think he's the only one here in the GTD AM class that hasn't had really any mistakes, and that's proven crucial here for the lead that he has as he's going through turn 3 now.
Absolutely. Peter Cheney now coming under attack here by Augusto and Bruno as they come through turns 4 and 5. It's the 369 having a little bit of struggles here as he comes through the next couple of corners here. He's still going to be stuck behind the 995 of Augusto Floriano as they now come down the first of the back straightaways here, coming down into turn 8. Let's see if he get a little bit of a draft here and get that position back.
Yes, he's going to get right up to the bumper here, going down here into turn 8. Maybe not an opportunity to make a pass, not close enough to make a lunge, as he's going to continue following Floriano here through turns 8, 9, and 10 combination, setting up for Parabolic now. About a half a car length, or about a car length, excuse me, behind this this vehicle here driven by Floriano, as we're gonna head for Parabolic. And we got Amberg back here lurking. We got the 777 of Sanchez lurking as well. This is a great battle. We got about 5-6 of these guys all within about 2 seconds of each other, battling it out for these positions here in the GTD Pro class.
All right, coming down the front straight away now. We've got a little bit of a battle now for our front leaders. Logan Raggioni coming under attack by Eric Molinari. Coming down into Parabolica now. Is he going to be able to make a move off the exit here down the front straightaway? Let's see what he can do. He's going to turn up the boost here, trying to get around that number 44 of Logan Raggioni. Eric Molinari here still stuck behind the 46. 46 got full power too. That gap down a 1/10 of a second as they come down into turn 1. He's going to give that position back to Logan. He's not going to go side by side. He's going to stick to the rear bumper though, off of turn 2 and down into turn 3.
Yeah, Molinari, you saw that the Logan was going to be a little defensive there. Molinari thought better of it than trying to go wheel to wheel down there into turn 1 as we're getting into some more traffic. I believe that's Michael Oceans there in the number 11. They're going to be going around now through turn 3, heading into turn 4 and 5. This is an opportunity to get heavy on the brakes. This Molinari going to try and use both these curves, maximize the exit here down this long straightaway. Use some more of that slipstream as we're going to head into turn 6 and then turn 7 and then back down another long straightaway where you're going to have an opportunity to make a move down there into turn 8, 9, 10 combo. That'll be your next best passing opportunity, as there is a lot of traffic here ahead of these boys, as now they're going to be going to buy your GTD AM leader, which is going to be Ryan Mulvey down here into turn 8 now.
All right, down into turn 8 in through Ascari now. As these guys are still pretty much pretty close here. Looks like Logan has a better second half than the first half of the racetrack, as they're going to come on down into Parabolica. Oh, a little bit of an early move there by Molinari, but Logan's going to cut him off as they come through Parabolica. And they're going to get around this GTD traffic. And some drafting happening here. Eric Molinari to the outside of Logan Raggioni now as they come down the front straightaway.
Side by side, wheel to wheel, door to door. Oh, Molinari makes the move. Unbelievable. Late aggressive action there. Logan thought better of it. Didn't want to be aggressive down here into turn 1 as we're going through some of this GTD Pro traffic. Oh, contact with Logan. Around goes. That was one of the Ferraris. Maybe that was Fatazzi there. No, it was not. That is Floriano. Oh no, it was having such a great run going off at turn 2. Get some contact there with your second place of GTP, which is Logan Raggioni, going to take the escape route there. But now Logan back on the pursuit of Molinari.
All right, coming down into these next couple of corners, this presents an opportunity for Logan. Oh, as he goes wide, oh, he gets loose. Oh, that's not what he needed there. Eric Molinari now gaining about a second gap and ever so increasing right now as they come down the straightaway into turn 8. Look at him go. That gap is decreasing now just a little bit. Logan putting full power down into his vehicle as they come through Ascari. They'll be looking at Parabolica here. Let's see what Raggioni can do.
Yeah, Logan full sent it there through 8, 9, and 10. He is on a mission right now. Holy cow, he is just flying ahead for Parabolica. We got a lot more traffic. They should be able to get by these guys pretty easily here through the front straightaway as we're going to be exiting turn 11 Parabolica. Oh, Molinari's got to take some wide arc there. Maybe killing a little bit of his time. Now, Logan, he's going to be the chaser now. He's going to be the one on the aggression here. Try to use the slipstream behind Molinari. As Molinari got more GTD traffic in front of him, he's going to be able to navigate that before we even get to the turn. There's Amberg is the next up the road. Molinari going to look to the inside. He's flashing the lights. Logan to the inside. Almost makes contact there with Molinari. On the exit of turn 2, the battle's still on.
All right, coming in through turn 3 now. Molinari still out in front of Logan Raggioni as they go through this long right-hander here and then down into turn 4. We're having some pit stops now with the GTD guys. Blake Nave down pit road right now in that P5 position as they come through these next couple of corners here. Looks like Logan is gaining a little bit on Eric. slowing down just a little bit. He's got a couple more cars of traffic in front of him. Oh, contact made! Logan Raggioni and Daniel Maddox, they get into each other there. Look at that damage to the left front of that 44. That's going to hurt him.
Yeah, that's going to be detrimental damage. Makes an aggressive move there through turn 7. Did not get cleared there of Daniel Maddox. Ends up making some contact, and now he's losing time. He's about 0.8 of a second behind now, going through Ascari here, heading for Parabolica. You see Dallas Seward. He's the next guy going that they're going to go through with traffic-wise as we get down into Parabolic. It's about 0.7 of a second. This 44 of Logan Raggioni still on the charge, trying to get back up to Molinari here, who's doing a fantastic job controlling this race at the moment.
All right, off of the final corner now. Logan Raggioni still stuck behind Eric Molinari. He has gained a few tenths there. He's getting a couple more tenths on this straightaway now as he's putting the pedal to the metal down into turn 1. As these guys have been duking out, Jesse Canales is in that P3 position for GTP. Look how much time made up there by Logan. In fact, he actually lost a little bit there, but he's still sticking pretty close. That's impressive, Jay, even with the front end damage that Logan has.
Yeah, that damage, you think it would be affecting him a lot more than it is, but he has still got the pace in this number 44, still digging as we're going to get down here into this next little combo here, 4 and 5, or this is turns 4 and 5 as we're going to head for turn 6 now, the right-hand swooper, as he is down to 0.3 of a second again. He is closing this gap back down slowly but surely here to Molinari. He's going to go through turn 7 down this long straightaway, and then another braking opportunity down into the 8, 9, 10 complex, where he can maybe make up some more of that ground. We've seen how aggressive he has been through 8, 9, 10 all night long. We'll see if he can do it again.
All right, coming into turn 8 now through Ascari, the 44, really fast through here. He's gaining lots of time to Eric Molinari off the exit of the corner, though. Lost a little bit there. He's going to get a good draft here, though, coming down into Parabolica. As he continues on here, that gap did increase just a little bit. Maybe Raggioni struggling with that front end damage just a little bit as they come off the final corner down onto the front straightaway. And these guys continuing to duke it out here tonight. 24 minutes complete and an hour 15-minute race. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just heating up.
Yeah, this race has been absolute amazing from start to finish. We've had great battles all throughout the track as now Logan closes it back down, maybe a little close to bumper business there through the 1 and 2 first couple corners of this track. Now through turns 3 as he's going to continue to try and close this gap. Molinari's been really good through turns 3. He's also been really good through 4 and 5. That's where he's kind of been able to maintain the gap. As you see Logan get really aggressive on the brakes again, trying to close that gap. Molinari going to be able to get the power down, get off of turn 5 with a lot of speed down here through turn 6. Now we're at the point of the track where we've seen the 44 of Logan Raggioni really turn it up the last few laps. See if he can close this gap again as we exit turn 7.
Absolutely, off of turn 7. They're going to go down this straightaway to go down into turn 8. As we've had a little bit of happenings back here. Zohar Kabani got around Brian B at the moment, and he puts himself into that P2 in GTD Pro. As, let's see who else. Rafael Santos still in that P4 position. Ryan Mulvey still leading that GTD AM class. He's got Michael Oceans just 6 seconds behind him. And behind him, that's Augusto, unfortunately, having a little bit of wrap-up there with the GTP cars, getting himself around in turn 1, as he is classified P10 right now for the GTD Pros. Dallas Seward back here in the P3 position for GTD AM. And that's pretty much your runnings right now. Another notable Peter Cheney in the 369, currently P6 in GTD Pro. It's coming under attack right now by Ethan Amberg. And currently, this is your closest battle on track.
Yeah, this is the closest battle on track. We've seen a lot of the GTD cars head down pit road. We haven't seen a whole lot of action with the GTPs down pit road. We'll see when they decide to make their pit stops. But currently in this battle, we got 3 of them. Oh, here it is. Mass pit stops down pit road. As I say it, oh, man. We're going to see a bunch of cars. I believe this is Zohar Kabani back here as well. I think that's your race leader, Maylard, here in the 58 coming down pit road. The 27 of Brian Berthume, Rafael Santos, And then we also have Caden Gargiulo here making a pit stop out of the GTP class.
Eric Stamp is there as well in the GTP class. Eric is going to be one of the first ones to leave here, as basically the whole GTD class is here on pit road getting serviced at the moment. As we'll watch this run off of pit road. Look at this! Zohar Kabani absolutely clapping the cheeks of Kevin Mallard right now on pit road. He's still stuck on pit road. What's going on?
Oh no, this is catastrophe here for your leader, Maillard. He's going to lose tons of time here. Unbelievable, the drama here in this first pit stop of the race here at Monza. Maillard still on pit road, having issues, as now your new leader in the GTD Pro is going to be Zohar Kobani, with Brian Berthume, who actually goes by him here. Zohar might have had a mistake, and now Brian Berthume is to the lead.
Brian B to the lead. We had a little bit of issue back here. Let's see, Travis Smith having issues through turns 1. He crashed, had a little bit of issues going on. Right now, though, Logan Raggioni down pit road. Jesse Canales down pit road. Eric Molinari, he's going to go one more lap here as he comes through turn 6 and 7. He's going to have a little bit of GTD traffic in front of him. He gets around Zohar. Javon Thompson now coming down pit road as well. All of the cars in GTD Pro, they are out right now. Here's Kevin Mallard. Holy cow. He goes all the way pretty much to last place. He is last place in GTD Pro. From first to last.
Yeah, that's unbelievable turn of events here for Mallard. He was just dominating this race. He had a pretty sizable gap. Now he's 36 seconds behind your race leader. He's got a ton of work to do to get back to the front of this field, as Brian Berthume now has opened up about a 2-second gap there to Zohar Gabani. Rafael Santos now up on the podium. Fantazi up here in P4. He's had a pretty good but quiet run all night long. And here it is, your overall leader, Eric Molinari, out of the GTP class, heading for pit lane.
All right, let's keep our eyes on this one, Jay, as we watch Logan Raggioni now coming through 6 and 7. He's going to come down the straightaway into turn 8 now. Eric just hitting his pit box right now. We'll see where Logan comes out at. This is going to be very, very interesting to see where Logan can come out at as he comes down into turn 8 and through Ascari. Here's Eric Molinari still on pit road as Logan comes down the back straightaway into Parabolica.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting coming through Parabolica now as Molinari is on that pit lane, get that service done, as here he is through Parabolica now. When does Molinari exit pit road here? This is going to get close between these two. Here he is on pit exit as you see Logan down the front straightaway. This could get interesting down here into turn 1, and it looks like Logan, he might be able to retake the lead with a little bit of the undercut strategy, as it's going to get close down here into turn 1. As it looks like Logan will go by. Molinari on the blend lane. He's going to fall back to the P.
Oh, he
almost a corner.
Oh, contact!
Take this man. He ran him off the track. He ran him into the dirt. He's in the gravel.
Wow. The one car of Logan, the 44 of Logan Raggioni went wide through turn 1 and then pushed Eric Molinari off track there. Let's take a replay of that and let's see just what happened here. He even got into the bumpers there. Wow. That is how the exchange happened for the lead in GTP. Now we got a big gap in between these two guys, just about 2 seconds. Eric Molinari now, he's having to play catch up to Logan Raggioni.
Yeah, Molinari's gonna be driving like a madman right now. He's already coming down to half a second now. He is closing back in. He is absolutely driving with a vengeance now. He wants to get back by Logan. He's gonna get right there to the inside. Aggressive on the brakes. Maybe use him up a little bit here. Logan trying to pull the crossover. It's not gonna work. It's now Molinari retakes the lead. Here. This is amazing racing up here at the front of the fields. Now we're headed for Parabolic. Does Logan have anything to challenge back?
Ascari is finished down into Parabolica now. Is Logan gonna make a move here? He's losing a little bit of time to the 46. It might be setting himself up for turn 1 here down the front straightaway. He does. He's gonna get a little bit of a draft here. Oh, almost more car contact here as they come across the start-finish line and down the front straightaway. Logan Raggioni, he is inching out ahead of of Eric Molinari. Now coming down into turn 1. Does he repay the favor? Through turn 1 now. What happens? Eric Molinari gives the position to Logan Raggioni.
Yeah, Logan was way aggressive on the brakes. Molinari did not have that inside leverage. Thought better of it going side by side through turn 1. Now through turn 3. Can he close this gap back? He has been on an absolute tear. Logan fights back for the lead as we're going to head into the turn 4-5 complex here. Let's see what Eric Molinari can do on the brakes as he's going to try and close this gap back down to Logan, as it looks like Logan had a pretty good set of corners there. We're going to head for turn 6 and 7 next as we got some more GTD traffic up the road.
All right, more GTD traffic presents opportunities for Eric as Logan does get by. I think that was Daniel Maddox there as they come through 6 and 7, now through the straightaway down into turn 8. They're going to be looking at Ascari here. Michael Ocean's in front of Logan Raggioni now as he hard brakes down into turn 8 through Ascari. Let's see what the 44 does with a little bit of lap traffic. Oh, he's going to have to give up just a little bit of time. Here comes Molinari.
Oh.
Look at that run he's got. He's already to the inside of Oceans, and here he comes to the outside of Logan Raggioni into Parabolica.
Oh, we're door banging, wheel banging, baby, through Parabolica. We're still wheel banging, door to door, side by side. Logan runs him off the track again. They're both in the gravel. Molinari with the hard at wall contact. It could be over here for Molinari. Major damage is going to head down pit road.
Man. Not much else to say about that. It's Eric Molinari having to come back down pit road now and get a little bit of damage fixed. As he gets that car up in the air, he's going to take a quick repair there. Logan Raggioni continues on with the lead. Jesse Canales now in that P2 position. Eric still down pit road. He's registered in P5 at the moment. As, man, that was it right there. Closest battle on track now is with GTD Pro, Ethan Amberg, and Clayton Sanchez.
Yeah, as the battle continues on here in the GTD Pro class, excuse me, that would be Sanchez with Amberg here in the Geico machine. Need some car insurance after this one. Holy cow, what a race we put together here tonight. As he is going to chase down Sanchez down this long straightaway. You see Logan, your race leader. He's going to try and make these moves before we get to this break-in zone into turn 8, and it looks like he's going to get by Amberg. Now he's got Sanchez maybe through turn 9. He's going to get right up to the bumper of Sanchez. Sanchez not making it easy on Logan, as now he's going to go by here off of turn 10 down for Parabolica, turn 11, and this battle continues on.
All right. Again, your closest battle on track right here, the lone Audi in the GTD Pro class. Actually, the lone Audi in any GTD class right now. Ethan Amberg taking the road less traveled by here with that Audi out on track here. As Ethan is taking a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa! What happened to Logan?
Rex! Jesse Canales is your new leader. Oh, did something break? Did his steering wheel disconnect or something?
Well, if his steering wheel disconnected, his wheels would still be turned to the right. But you can see he makes the contact there. And actually, Jay, you know what? Let's clear this up. Let's go on board with him. And let's see what happened to his hands there. Oh, it definitely disconnected. It definitely
had
disconnected.
to have disconnected. Yeah, that thing just went right on him.
My goodness, the freaking drama. The drama here tonight. Jesse Canales now leading the GTP class. Look at this. Jesse Canales just patiently waiting in that P3 position all race long. 35 minutes into this race, and now he takes the lead. Unbelievable.
Yeah, what did AJ Foyt say? I'd rather be lucky than good, and he's had a lot of pace here tonight, but man, did he find a golden horseshoe here now. Now, we're getting close to that halfway point of this race, and here he is inheriting the lead. He's got a 20-second lead over P2 Blake Nave, as Molinari and Logan Raggioni have both had so many issues. Logan's actually out of this race. Ribiero's out of this race. Lots of attrition there in the GTP class. is now we're going to see how this race progresses. We got Javon Thompson up here knocking on a podium position. Him and Caden Gargiulo have been racing pretty much all night long, swapping this 2 positions back and forth. Right now, Javon has the best of him here right now in that P4 position. Lots of drama, lots of changes. Everything is changing in this race. It's unbelievable. We might have a battle there for the P2 position in GTP, as it looks like Eric Stamp's got it within a second now of Blake Nave.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming down into turn 1. He's got a little bit of GTD traffic in front of him. Let's see if he can do anything with it after he comes off of turn 2. Look at that amazing turn 1 Eric Stamp had as he comes to the rear bumper of Blake Nave now. Coming into turn 3, a little bit of GTD traffic here. It's not going to affect him that much, but as they come off the corner here, he's got that gap down to 0.38 seconds coming down into turn 4.
Yeah, coming down here into turn 4. This would be another great opportunity on the brakes here for Eric Stamp. Oh, as you see the number 51 of Blake Nave have a little bit of an incident there. Grabs a lot of curb on the exit of 5. Now down here into 6. Not a great passing zone. Maybe carry the speed here through 6 and 7. And then we get that long straightaway. If we can get that slipstream. He maybe had to check up a little bit there. Blake Nave was having issues in 7. He's going to lose a little bit of time. Unbelievable turn of events there for the 81 of Stamp. Great awareness there to get off the gas and not run into the back of the 51, as now we're going through some more GTD traffic.
All right, coming down into Ascari now. Blake Nave already passing 2 GTD cars. He's going to get himself a great gap between himself and Eric, who is now overtaking the GTD cars, taking his time, having some patience there, as well as now they're coming down into Parabolica. That gap has increased, as now the gap has decreased between Javon Thompson and Caden Gargiulo as they come through Ascari.
Yeah, these guys have been battling all race. We haven't really put our camera on it too much, but they just keep swapping each other's positions. And now it looks like Caden's going to put his crack back at Javon Thompson now to move up to that P4 position, as we're getting into some GTD traffic now. As look at Javon right here through Parabolica to the inside, going to make that move. And now we're going to see how close Caden can get here off of Parabolica. He's going to try and close this gap with that slipstream. Headed for turn 1 is, I believe that was Maddox right there heading down pit road in the GTD AM class. As here it is. It's down to under half a second now. Can he make a move here into turn 1 or close the gap enough?
All right, coming down into turn 1 now. Javon locks up. He locks up. He's going to go through the access road here. He's going to get a little bit of a slowdown penalty, but it looks like Caden, he's going to grab that position. How beautiful did that work out for him? Javon now going slow here, giving up a little bit of time so he doesn't get a penalty. Javon now in that P5 position. Caden Gargiulo in the P4 with a 6-second gap.
Yeah, Caden now with a pretty comfortable gap here into that P4 position over Javon Thompson. And now he's going to try and continue on. He's still in the pursuit of a podium here tonight, about 20 seconds behind Eric Stamp. But with the drama we've seen tonight, anything can happen. We can see Caden get right back into the mix of this race, as Canales with a 20-second gap now over Blake Nave, doing a fantastic job leading the GTP and the overall right now. And in the GTD Pro, we got Brian Berthume continuing to lead, 1.2 second lead over Zohar Kabani. And then in GTD AM, we got Ryan Mulvey with a 4.5 second lead over Michael Oceans. So great battles throughout this field, great racing going on. As you see Mulvey right here, and you saw in the background on the exit of 10, that was your second place of Michael Oceans. As the battle's heating up here.
Yeah, this is Travis Smith and Ethan Amberg. They got real close there. Looks like Travis Smith really dove deep into Parabolica, not able to make a move there after braking real late. Had a little bit of happenings on track here. Let's go back and see what happened to Daniel Maddox, as he had a little bit of an incident on track here, off of turn 3 and down into turn 4. Heavy braking zone here. And he just spins it out, barely keeps it on track. No damage to that number 68 Matco Tools Porsche. He keeps it on track now. But going back to this battle here, Travis Smith getting up to the rear bumper of Ethan Amberg as they come down into turn 4.
Yeah, these guys have continued to battle. Ethan Amberg holding on to this position. Travis Smith real aggressive on the brakes. He closes that distance down just a little bit, as they're going to see a little bit of GTP traffic. I believe that's Caden Gargiulo going to try and get by these guys down here into turn 6. Maybe get around the outside. This is going to be a tough move to make here down into turn 7 as well. He's being very patient. You like to see it, not being super aggressive. He's multiple battles going on here at the same time, but down this long straightaway. This will be a great opportunity to pick these guys off one at a time here before we even get down into turn 8.
All right. The GTD of Caden Gargiulo goes around him. Travis Smith now breaking down into turn 8 and through Ascari. Oh, he grabbed a lot of curb there. Both left-hand side wheels off the ground as he continues on here down the back straightaway into Parabolica. This is your closest battle on track right now in the GTD Pro class, in all classes at the moment. Travis Smith looking to gain another position here as they come on down into Parabolica.
Yeah, down here into Parabolica. Now you're going to see Javon Thompson make the move on these boys. He's right there currently in that P5 position in GTD Pro. Has got a little bit of a gap built here. Amber kind of stretching it out on Travis Smith just a little bit. We'll see what Travis Smith can do as he's still within a half a second here of Amber getting for turn 1. This will be a great opportunity to get on the brakes here for Travis Smith. See if he can close this gap down any closer to Amber. Amber real gentle on the brakes, making sure he hits his marks, get right there on the apex. Travis Smith executed perfectly there through 1 and 2. He is closing the gap now on Amber.
Yes, he is as they come through turns 3. They're going to set themselves up for turn 4. He's still grabbing a little bit of draft here, but Ethan Amber continues to pull away on the high-speed corners. Travis looks like he can really dig deep into these slow corners. As you can see, he gains a lot of time here, even with grabbing a lot of curbs. Oh, man, a slowdown for Ethan Amberg. He had a slowdown here, and he has to give that position to Travis Smith as they come through 6 and 7 now. Unfortunate, but this battle is just going to heat up. Ethan has a way different setup under his car than Travis Smith.
Yeah, that was a textbook right there. Just keep applying the pressure to Amber, force him into a mistake. They were pretty even in speed there, so I feel like that was the best you could do, is just keep heating him up at the pressure, and that's where it forced Amber into a mistake there. Now Travis Smith holding on to that P7 position here in the GTD Pro class, as Amber maybe losing a little bit of time here through 8, 9, 10 complex. Let's see if he can close it down just a little bit as he's going to try and pursue him about half a second back as we have for Parabolica.
All right, coming on down to Parabolica now. These guys have been duking it out for a hot minute here as they come through Parabolica. As they come off now of the final corner. Travis Smith losing time to Ethan Amberg very slowly but surely here. Maybe Travis is going to be coming under attack by the end of this straightaway. No, it doesn't look like it. Ethan stalling out on the run that he's getting down the front straightaway. He's going to look to the inside, but it's not going to be enough, coming down into turn 1 now. Let's see if Travis Smith can hold on to it here. He does, with an amazing exit off of turn 1.
Yeah, that was a great exit off of turn 1 to build a little bit of a comfort zone here. You have some more GTP traffic working their way through the field here. I believe that's Molinati. It is Molinati. He's flashing the lights, letting him know he's coming through. And look out, here it comes. He's about 1 minute, 14 seconds back after he had to take that quick repair with the dramatic battle for the lead that we had there with Logan. Oh, Amberg off the track in the background there. He's going to even lose more time here to Travis Smith in that P7 position.
Well, now that gap is up to 1.2, 1.3 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 45 minutes into this race. We're going to take a full throttle segment here, and we'll be right back with you guys. To call the end of this race. We'll see y'all here in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back right with you, and boy, did it just all come down to pieces there for Eric Stamp. Blake Nave continues on here in that P4 position. Eric Stamp had a little bit of issues going through turn 4 there. Let's go back and look at that just real quick here, and we could show you guys what happened. Oh, my bad. I clicked the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. It's not this one. Okay, well, you know what? You guys get the point. Eric Stamp is behind Blake Nave. Javon Thompson coming down pit road right now. Eric Molinati and going to be P2. I believe, though, he's got to stop one more time, Jay. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's going to be close if he does or does not. I mean, he had that quick repair taken where with what? 38 minutes into the race, 39, something in that range, so he might be able to make it to the end. It'll be interesting to see if he can or not, as he's currently running that P2 position now, 20 seconds behind Jesse Canales, who, I mean, he has just been an Iron Man tonight, making all the perfect moves, hasn't had a wheel off or made any mistakes, and just consistently took advantage of all that little bit of drama we saw there with Logan and Eric, and here he is leading this race with less than 20 minutes ago here at Monza, and he's out here doing a fantastic job. Battle continues between Amberg and Travis Smith. These boys have been battling all night long.
All night long for these guys. This is your closest battle on track right now. Currently, Travis Smith being able to best Ethan Amberg, but Ethan Amberg, he's going to come back to the inside. No, he's not, coming down into turn 1 now. But look at this, Jay. We got a battle for the lead in the GTD Pro. This is Brian B. and Zohar Kabani in the 902 Mercedes, looking to get himself up to the front.
Yeah, I was watching this whole thing, the interval, the whole time we were doing that full throttle segment. They've been right there. And Zohar, this is the closest he's been in the last few laps, now down under half a second. This is heating up for the race win here in this GTD Pro class, as now you see Zohar and that Mercedes digging, trying to get by the Ferrari here of Brian Berthieu. Both these boys want a victory here tonight, and they're getting heavy on the brakes at the turns 8, 9, 10 complex here. Headed for Parabolica. It's still under half a second here.
Zohar had a great Ascari combination of turns there as they come on down into Parabolica. Now, let's see what he can do here to try to get around your leader of Brian B. as they come through the final corner here. He's going to get a little bit of a draft coming down the front straightaway. Let's see what he can do. If he can make up any ground, he is currently 3/10 behind and gaining 3/10, now down into the 2/10 as he gets down to 0.25, 0.22, 0.20. Is he going to make a move going down into 1?
Yeah, down into turn 1. It looks like he's going to stay right in the line. He's going to get right up there. Maybe he'll apply a little bit of pressure here to Brian Berthieu. Brian Berthieu hops the curb there in turn 2. Look at Zohar Kabani turning up late in this race. We are closing in on 15 minutes to go around here at Monza, and we are going to have a battle for the win between Berthieu and Zohar Kabani as we roll through turn 3. Look at Zohar trying to maybe use a little bit of slipstream here down this straightaway, heading into turn 4 and 5. Gets heavy on the brakes, trying to close this gap back down to Brian Berthieu, both using curb on the exit of 5.
All right, off of turn 5, down into turn 6. Now Zohar got a half-second gap now between himself and Brian B. as they come through 6 and 7 now. 7 is now complete. The 902 using up as much track as he can to get to the rear bumper of Brian B. As we're talking, Eric Molinati is coming down pit road. He's got a gap there of just about 16 seconds. So maybe he'd come back on track and get himself a good finishing position as Zohar Kabani comes through Ascari. And let's see if he can make up a little ground coming down into Parabolica.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here. He's going to get a great launch, use up as much track as he can there off of turn 10 down here into turn 11. We're going to have a little bit of GTP traffic here coming through as well. That's Javon Thompson. He's going to make a move in that BMW to the inside of Zohar. Oh, that could affect Zohar. Maybe a little contact there with Javon Thompson. Not what Zohar needed. He's going to lose some time here to Brian Berthieu. Late in this race, now Javon's going to go by Brian Berthieu. We're going to have some more. There's Caden Gargiulo, him and Javon, man, all night long. Been absolutely right there battling all night long. They're going to continue into that battle as Zohar maybe losing a little bit of time here as we got 15 minutes to go here in this race.
15 minutes left here at Monza. We got a little bit of a battle here once again. Blake Nave and Eric Stamp putting on a fantastic battle all race long between these two guys as they're coming through 6 and 7 now. This gap has been shrinking ever so much every lap here as the battle for the lead now is heating up as well, coming through 3 and down into 4.
Yeah, down here into 4, this is going to be a great time to get on the brakes here for Zohar. We saw him get aggressive here earlier. It looks like he's not going to just send it in there to the inside of Brian Berthune there. Wasn't close enough to make that dive bomb move. Down here into turn 6. If he can stay close enough, we're going to have that long straightaway before we get to turn 8. A great opportunity to get in the slipstream and maybe close that gap down and make a move down into turn 8. Scary, the action corner. We're going to see some action here tonight in the GTD Pro class as you look at Zohar. Got it under 3/10 now, or down to 3/10, under 2/10. Now, does he have a chance to make a late dive bomb move here down into turn 8?
Down into turn 8, Zohar's not going to make a move here. Coming through Ascari, if he's going to make up some ground, here is the time to do it. To try and set up a pass for Parabolica, as it looks like Brian B got a little wide there, and here it is. Here comes Zohar, right to the rear bumper of Brian B, as they speed on down into Parabolica. Side by side for the lead now. Zohar to the outside. He's going to relent that position back. Are we going to see a crossover here coming on to the front straightaway? No, Zohar, he's still going to be behind. Brian B now coming down the front straightaway.
Yeah, Zohar did a great job there in Parabolica. Wasn't able to stay side by side, but here he is in the slipstream of Brian B. An opportunity maybe on the brakes here. He's looking at the inside. Brian B is going to give it to him. We're going to go side by side, wheel to wheel, down here into turn 1. Zohar wants the lead. Brian Berthune hurt on the brakes. There goes Zohar up the curb. We're making contact, but it looks like Zohar. Oh, he's got a slow down penalty maybe. As he lets, no, I think he was being a little respectful there. Maybe he made a little bit of an aggressive move. Didn't feel good about it. Gave the position back to Brian Berthune. You love the sportsmanship here in the GTD Pro class.
Absolutely. This is for the lead for GTD Pro as we're cutting down on time. 12 minutes left in this race as they come through 4 and 5. They're going to come down into 6 and 7. This is where Zohar got so close to the rear bumper of Brian B last time around. Let's see if he can do it again here off of 6 and down into turn 7. Zohar still not making up the time like what he did last time by, but boy is he still fast. He's getting to the rear bumper of Brian as fast as he can as they come down the straightaway into turn 8.
Yeah, and if these boys keep battling like they've been battling, Rafael Santos, he's only 2 seconds behind. You can see him right there at the top of the frame. We could have a 3-car battle for this race win as Zohar continues to apply the pressure to Brian B. We said at the top, this was going to be the class to watch. This was going to be the battle, and here it is late in this race as we got Zohar trying to close in on Brian Berthune as well as Rafael Santos. He's got it under 2 seconds now. We could have a 3-car battle for the win as we're going through Parabolica now.
Oh, we got a little bit of battling happening here for P2 and GTD. Eric Stamp to the inside of Blake Nave as they come through 6 and 7. The 81 of Eric Stamp holding on to that P2 right now as they come off of 7 down the straightaway into turn 8. The 51 of Blake Nave, he's going to grab a little bit of a draft here. Now we're going to see a little bit of outperform of braking here. He shoots to the inside down into Ascari.
Oh, what a great move there to the inside. What a great defensive move there by Blake Nave to hold on to that position over Eric Stamp. Eric Stamp going to try and get a good run here off of turn 10. Trying to set something up here for Parabolic. He's going to get right in the slipstream, right in the toe of Blake Nave. These guys have been battling. This is for the P2 position here in GTP. A lot on the line here. Late in this race. Oh, look at the late or arc move there by the 81 of Stamp. He's going to try and use maybe a little crossover move. Get right behind Blake Nave and continue on here with this amazing run.
Coming down the front straightaway now, he's going to try to grab a little bit of a draft here as they are duking it out for that P2 position. Got this battle getting closer, though, through 6 and 7 for Zohar and for Brian B. Off at turn 7 now. Look at the speed. The 902 carries through 7 down the back straightaway and into turn 8 now. Let's see what he can do going into the braking zone.
Yeah, doing a fantastic job. He's going to close this gap even more down here into the braking zone, down into turn 8. Here comes Zohar Kabani. This is closer than he's been all race long. He's going to try and continue here through Ascari, through the right-hander, through the left-hander now off of turn 10. It looks like now we're going to see a little bit of a gap built here for this race lead here in the GTP Pro class, as we've got the number 27 of Brian Berthume heading for Parabolic, opening a little bit of a gap. 0.2 of a second now. It's Zohar trying to close this gap. He knows what's in front of him. That's the race lead, as we got less than 10 minutes to go, closing in on 9 minutes to go here in the race.
Daniel Maddox having a little bit of issues there through Parabolica as they come off the final corner. Here comes Jesse Canales in the GTP. He's going to go to the inside, going to pass these guys here as they come down the front straightaway. And Zohar, he's going to try to make a run here to the inside. And he's not going to make a run. Going through turn 1 now.
We had a drag race in the cup race. I think Busher won by a sliver, but here it is. The battle's still on here by Canales, by Brian Berthume and Zohar Kabani. Multiple screens going, lots of action all over the racing world here, as Zohar Kabani still trying to close this gap back down here to the 27 of Brian Berthume. He's going to get heavy on the brakes down here into turn 4. Enter turn 5. They both grab a lot of curb. Zohar, does he have an opportunity? Is he going to be able to make this happen? The time is winding down and still hasn't made this move for the race lead on Brian Berthume. Third turn 6. Unbelievable.
Yeah, sorry for my pauses in commentary there.
That's the closest finish.
But Jay, that's a tie.
It's a tie.
Did you see that?
Busher and Larson just tied.
They tied. They literally tied.
They tied. That is a tie. It's a 0-0-0-0.
Well, who's doing burnouts right now?
I don't know. It's a tie. I don't know. We still got a battle on track though. Here it is. The number 27 is though. This is a great scheduling here.
I'm flabbergasted. This is amazing. We got battles on track in the sim world. We got battles on track in real life. Oh my God! I don't even know what to talk about right now. This is insane. Who won?
We got two crews celebrating. It looks like Larson's getting the victory, but it was a tie, so I don't know. We're going to have to go back to the video footage. But here it is, as we see Zohar Kabani still trying to close this gap back down to Brian Berthume. The scheduling conflict here is an absolute chore. This is why I love motorsport. But here it is, the battle for the
we got a big wreck! Eric Stamp!
Big wreck! Eric Stamp! No, he was in a podium position.
Oh, we got to go back and watch this. What happened between the 81 and the 51 as they come through Ascari now? Oh, the 81 got a little loose there. It goes off. Oh, my goodness.
Goodness.
Huge hit. Oh, that is terrible. Man. That is so terrible, man. He was having such a great race there.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. The redneck horsepower to the longest degree there, as now we see Caden Gargiulo to the inside of Javon Thompson. These guys all race long have been battling, and they're still battling here late in this race. As look at Javon Thompson. He's still to the outside. We got Caden Gargiulo on the inside. We're going to be side by side, door to door, wheel to wheel action down here into turn 1. Who's going to be cat and mouse on the brakes? Who's going to be heavy? Who's going to make it happen? Caden's going to relent that position. Oh, and Javon misses the corner again. No! Through the access road. He's going to have another slowdown.
Kenny Gargiulo is going to take back that P4 position. But look at this, Jay. Eric Molinari back into the podium here tonight after having some mishaps on track. As we go back to our battle with the GTD class, Zohar Kabani has made it to the rear bumper of Brian B once again.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable. It's crazy that we could have the start-finish line measured at the center and at the beginning. We're going all kinds out of whack here. But here it is, the battle still on here for the race win. As Zohar Kabani's got it down to under 0.2 of a second now. He's through Parabolica now. Can he make a move? We're closing in on 5 more minutes left in this race, and it seems like the time is running out here for Zohar Kabani. If he can't make a move, when's it gonna happen? He's got to have an opportunity here. He's gonna be right in the slipstream, get right up to the bumper. A little bit of bumper business here to Brian B. He's gonna maybe go to the outside because Brian's gonna take the inside, being defensive, cat and mouse on the brakes. Who gets it? Look how heavy on the brakes Zohar is. He's gonna try and make it happen. Oh, and look at Brian, gives us so much room. We're across the road now as Zohar makes the move with the Digga Boys. 5 minutes to go here at Monza.
What a move by the 902 through turns 1 and 2 as Brian now stuck behind Zohar. He's got to make quick work of this to get back to the front if he wants to win the GTD Pro class as they now come down into turn 4. Let's see if he makes a move here. He's going to chill out behind Zohar right now. Again, your closest battle on track. These two guys for the lead in GTD Pro as they come through 6 and 7. Let's see if Brian B can make a move here to get back around Zohar as everybody fighting for position here tonight.
Yeah, we're still fighting for position. Brian B says it's not over yet, boys. We're going to make one more last effort at this race lead as now we got a little bit of GTP traffic coming through. I believe that might be Molinati right there going by your 2 leaders here in the GTD Pro class. No, excuse me, that's Blake Nave. But here it is. Brian B trying to get closer on the brakes. He's going to get real heavy and aggressive on the brakes through turn 4 or turns 8, 9, and 10 combo. He's going to try and close this gap back down as we're headed for Parabolica. We got under 4 minutes to go. It's do or die now for these boys.
Coming down into Parabolica, what is Brian B going to do? He's got to make a move here. Maybe, though, he can get himself a good exit off of Parabolica to set himself up for a run on the front straightaway. As he does just that, the gap, though, actually increased between Zohar and Brian as they come down the front straightaway now. Crossing the start-finish line, we've got just about 3.5 minutes left to go here at Monza. Can Brian B do anything in that time? What, Jay, we just got about 3 laps left here at Monza, and he's got to go.
Yeah, he's got to go as we got more GTP traffic. That is Molinati now going through. He's in that P3 position on the podium here, GTP. As you see Santos, he's got it down to 1.4 seconds behind. If we see maybe a little bit of drama here between your 2 leaders, could Santos still have an opportunity to win this race? We are now under 3 minutes to go here at Monza as Brian B maybe losing a little bit of time, half a second behind as we're going to get heavy on the brakes down here. And, oh, a lot of curve there by Zohar. Brian B, a little bit of wheel spin there off of turn 5. Now heading into turn 6. Zohar just got to put together some consistent corners here. Don't make any mistakes, and he'll be fighting victory tonight here in the GTP Pro class.
Yep, coming down into turn 7. Now Zohar stone cold coming through these final corners. He timed that pass perfect on Brian B. Now he is sticking out front. He's got that half-second gap as he comes down into turn 8 now. Let's see what happens here through Ascari as the 902 holds on to the lead and increases the gap here between himself and Brian B. Last time by, Zohar was a half a second quicker than the 27 of Brian B. As they come on down into Parabolica, let's see what these lap times in the coming and final laps are like to see if Brian can pull something out of his hat here to try and get back to the front as they come off the final corner. They're going to cross the start-finish line. Let's see what these lap times are. Oh, man, they're identical. They're identical right now.
Yeah, this could be the 2 to go here as we got 1.5 minutes remaining in this race. So this could be the last few opportunities here for the race win here in GTD Pro. As look at that, how aggressive on the brakes Berthium was. He's going to close this gap down. It's down to 0.3 of a second. And now the heat is applied here to Zohar Kabani. Can Brian Berthium force him into a mistake? This has been the battle we've been watching here for the last 10 minutes, and they just keep absolutely trading lap times. These guys are so fast, so competitive down here into turn 4. Zohar, he's got a little bit of slide action. Grab some curve. Brian Berthium's going to have an opportunity now as we're heading for turn 6.
Here he comes down into turn 6. He's not going to make a move there. The 902 still out front here, but he's pushing him hard. Man, they're both almost off the track. Brian, though, he is really paying the consequence for that off of turn 7 now and down the back straightaway into turn 8. Zohar still out front here, in the 902. As they come down the hill under the bridge and looking at Ascari now. Let's see what the 902 can do here. Let's see what the 27 can do here as he's still chasing Zohar. Lots of curves used up through Ascari off the exit. Now Brian is pushing it to the absolute limit. And look at this. Here comes Raphael. He's only a half second behind now.
Yeah, Rafael Santos has absolutely turned up the wick here. So now we got some more GTP traffic. That's Javon and Caden still racing each other hard here as they're going to go by. But this could be the final lap here. We could be getting the white flag this time by through Parabolica as we see the 27 of Brian Berthiaume. Maybe one more opportunity. Now we got Rafael Santos in the mix. This is going to be a 3-car battle for the win here. And I believe this might be the white flag lap. I'm not sure. We'll have to confirm that. This is the white flag lap, the final lap of the race here in the GTD Pro class.
All right, coming down into turn 1, we'll flash to Jesse Canales as he crosses the line because this is just too damn entertaining right now as they come through turn 1. A 3-car battle for the lead as they come off of turn 3 and down into turn 3 now. But Jesse Canales, he's going to take the race victory here tonight in the GTP class as we go back now to the battle for the lead with the GTD Pro as they come through 4 and 5 and down into turn 6.
Here it is, the call to the checker here for your GTD Pro class. This is the class we said you have to keep your eyes on. It's going to be an amazing battle. We're going through turn 6 and 7 here for the final time. We're basically nose to tail here, all digging for this race win through turn 7 here for the final time tonight for these boys. Looks like Zohar got a great exit there. We're going to be going down this long straightaway. We're going to have one more time to make a move down here into the heavy braking zone here in turn 8. Look at Zohar. He's going to maybe be a little defensive. How aggressive does Brian get on the brakes? This could be his last great braking opportunity. Zohar, great aggression on the brakes. So did Rafael Santos. Brian Berthiaume, maybe not going to be able to make it happen. Here off of turn 10. Now Rafael Santos, he wants to go for that P2 position. Brian looking in the mirror, being a little defensive here. I don't know if there's going to be anything in it as we go through Parabolica for the final time here tonight. Look at Rafael Santos looking to the inside. He thinks better of it. Here it is, off of Parabolica, setting up for the home stretch. What an amazing battle it was tonight here in the GTD Pro class. But it looks like it's going to be the 902 of Zohar Kobani will take the Monza GP here in the GTD Pro.
What a great run by Zohar. I mean, seriously, he had an amazing run to get around Brian B there at the end of this race and win the race. Be ice cold, stone cold through the last couple minutes of this race. And boy, did he put on a show. Congratulations to him, Jesse Canales. Also, your winner tonight in the GTP class, Ryan Mulvey, bringing it home in the GTD-AM as he comes back around the track, wins by a split of 5 seconds to Michael Oceans in the other GTD-AM class. He's going to bring home that BMW with a checkered flag. Jay, I think it's time. We're going to go back and look. All right, we're going to go and actually interview everybody who won out here tonight. Let's start with Ryan Mulvey. Ryan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Ryan, the winner here tonight at Monza in the GTD AM class. Boy, how does that feel?
I honestly didn't know.
Well, by golly, here we are with an interview at the end of the race. Ryan, you won.
That's great. I had no idea. It's kind of hard to tell since all the GTDs are same color. So it's kind of hard to, or like at least on the relative. So it's kind of hard to tell. And I have no idea who else I am.
I see. Okay, I'm following along now, but let's talk about your race a little bit. We had lots of people actually leading this GTD AM class. Michael Oceans, Logan Brakey, even Dallas Seward was out front there for a little bit. But it was almost a race of attrition for this GTD AM class. How did you do it? How did you have the patience to come and an hour and 15 minutes around Monza and come out here and win?
My approach is always to keep it clean and consistent. And I have a feeling a lot of people are going to wreck. It's just the nature of long races like this, especially multi-class. But just keep it clean and consistent, and positions will come, and it works out.
Absolutely. And you've got a great group of drivers around you. Not only, are you racing in your own class with the GTD AM, but you're racing around the GTD Pros. Something that I love to do as a sim racer is race around people who were faster than me. I could learn a lot from that. Are you finding yourself in the same way as well? Maybe in terms of, braking points, maybe just a little bit of racecraft, throttle points, etc., etc.?
Yeah, I mean, there's always space to improve, and a lot of these guys are really great to learn from. So definitely, racing with a lot of these guys like Zohair and Jess and Travis and all them, watching their lines, see how they take things, and just learning from that.
Well, a great performance that you held on to here tonight. You come home with the P1 in the GTD AM. Congratulations on that. I'm going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay, what do you got for Ryan here to round out this interview?
Yes, Ryan, what a fantastic race. Sorry about the beginning of the interview with the pole position that you had. We still were kind of lost on that. I think we were having the same issue you were having. We couldn't know who was AM, who was pro. But yeah, sorry about not interviewing you with your pole. But
I didn't qualify, actually. I had something else I had to do during that 15 minutes, so that wasn't me.
Man,
That's
we're
crazy,
all messed up here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out for the next week, I guess. Yeah. But amazing race that you had here tonight. I mean, unbelievable pace that you had. You didn't make any mistakes, and it was so much fun to watch. Gave us some great content. Who do you have to thank for this amazing performance here tonight?
I guess myself, putting the time that I did in, but like those guys I said earlier, watching those guys helping me get better and improve.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. Congratulations on your win here tonight at Monza, Ryan. And Ryan, we sincerely hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you.
All right, that was your GTD AM winner. Let's go ahead and bring up your GTD Pro winner, Zohair Kabani. Mr. Kabani, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you guys?
Wow, man, that was freaking awesome at the end of the race there, watching you battling it out with Brian Berthome. Not only that, though, Rafael Santos found himself in that mix for the GTD-AM victory, or Pro victory, excuse me. But, man, I was talking about it, and I sincerely think this, you were absolutely stone cold going through the final corners of this race with Brian hot on your tail there, even after the pass, even during the pass that you made on Brian B. But man, how did you do it?
It was really stressful at first, but just being behind Brian, as he's one of the best drivers I've raced with. The strategy was to just wait behind him and just watch him and see how he's doing. I know he was struggling in some corners, so I was, instead of just trying to rush through it, I just waited, and then finally that opportunity came when he messed up, and I'm like, okay, this is my chance. So I took a chance, and it was very fruitful, but it was crazy driving the whole time. So it was a fun experience.
Absolutely. I mean, it had to be fun I was having a freaking blast up here calling you guys racing on track, but I couldn't believe what it would have been like in the driver's seat. But let's talk a little bit about your qualifying. You were +7. You started 8th in the GTD Pro. I don't know what the heck my brain is going to. But maybe a little bit of a weak qualifying run, but man, you made it up in the race. But how was that going through turn 1 at the beginning of the race, knowing you had all these great drivers around you and you had the goal of winning this race?
I know going into this race, I knew I've been practicing with them. It was just watching and observing, because I know in the beginning the adrenaline kick in and everybody's excited. So I just wanted to sit back, not push the car too much, and I kept keeping a close eye on the track temperature, as I knew that it was getting hotter. So I just waited, and every time an opportunity came, I took advantage of that and was able to take care of that and pass one car at a time, just making sure that I keep my time constantly at where I need to be, and hopefully the next one will just slow down or make a mistake and just take advantage of that situation.
Yes, absolutely. Well, look, you did a phenomenal job. You executed all night long. The strategy worked out for you here at Monza. You come home with the checkered flag. Congratulations with that. I'm going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay, what do you got here for the Mr. 902 Zohar Kabani machine tonight to round out this interview?
Yes, what an amazing race that you put on here at the end of this. All race long, I mean, Zohar, you had just amazing pace. You put on a great battle there at the end. A lot of clean, hard, respectful racing. I love it. That's the type of racing I enjoy. And you guys just absolutely made the show there at the end. I guess my first question is, who do you have to thank for this amazing performance here tonight?
Honestly, like Brian, Peter, and Santos, we practiced hard throughout the week, and walking into this track, thinking that okay, I got this. It's a straight speed track. Mark will do well, but I was struggling in the corner, so they actually helped me quite a bit in understanding more corners. They practiced a lot, and I think putting a lot of hours into this, coming into this track, really was definitely helpful.
Yes. I have one more question though. We said it at the top that this series is going to be the one to keep our eyes on. A lot of talented drivers. Do you think you can keep the momentum rolling as we continue on? I mean, it had to have been a blast out there. I mean, we were having a blast broadcasting it. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. All of these drivers are, very good, very fast, very consistent in their timings. And that's the thing. Like, I think the key is to just keep practicing, putting more hours on the track and see where you can take advantage of it. And I think it worked out pretty well because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. We lose concentration, or, the car can act certain. Like, I almost lost a car in the second last lap of the race. So, it can act very differently. So I think just watching it, keeping your cool, making sure that you're not following the driver's line, you're following your own line and figuring out where you can take advantage of it. So that was the one key thing that helped me, and I'm continuing to use that strategy moving forward.
Absolutely. A phenomenal performance by yourself here tonight at Monza. Congratulations on taking home the win here tonight. And look, Zohar, okay. I do need to make a little bit of a formal apology here. While you guys were battling on track, the finish for the Cup Series at Kansas was going on, and the finish, first and second tied. They absolutely tied. And so, I was calling the race, and I have my other screen over here, and I was kind of watching it too, and I was just flabbergasted, not only by IRL, but also in sim. I was just like, my brain could not put words in my mouth, yes. And I was just like, I didn't know what to say. So a little formal apology there if you go back and watch the race. But once again, congratulations on your win, Zeke.
Thank you.
You absolutely deserve it. And we hope to see you in the next one, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much, guys.
Absolutely. All right, that was your P1 finisher for the GTD Pro. Let's go ahead and find Jesse Canales. If he is here, he is not here. Well, let's give him an opportunity here.
Yeah, that Cup Series race, unbelievable finish. I can't wait to talk about it on Tuesday because there's a lot of fishy stuff going on there. But yeah, like Tom said, a little bit of an apology on our end. We try to be the best we can to be as on point and on top of it, and yeah, that was great stuff. But here he is.
Yeah. Oh. Look, Jesse, I actually just messaged you in the chat. I just didn't see your name, so I apologize. But
I will tell
Jesse
you this
Canales, it's Thomas and Jay in the booth, and you're here tonight with the Dubs here at Monza. How does it feel?
Oh, there is no greater feeling in the whole world. I completely earned that. My pace was top notch. My pole position was miles ahead of everyone else. I had everything: the good looks, the racecraft, the race car,
the haircut, the
exactly.
cologne,
I cannot
the deodorant.
ask for more. Oh no, my freaking sponsors are loving it right now. My DMs are filled. Listen, I am on top of the world. All right?
I love it.
But this is
I
how the
love it.
barbecue boys do. All right, you know.
Sephora, we need Sephora on the side of your car now. We just need all the cologne we can get. For
Exactly.
the man here,
Exactly.
Jesse Canales, the man here. Look, let's talk a little bit about the GTP race in general, because there was a little bit of drama happening there, and
Yeah.
you know, but let's talk about your side, okay? Because Jay and I actually commented on it a couple of times during the battlings of the first 35 minutes there, and we commented a couple times. We said, look, Jesse, he's in that P3 position. If he's patient, something good will happen here, and he can get himself a pretty good finishing position. And by golly, did it happen. But what I want to know is, what did you see from your front windshield? Obviously, besides the drama and the race, the hard racing and all that. But how are you feeling in the cockpit of that number 76?
I mean, the whole, what's it called, P3 that I've held for like the first, let's say, 45 minutes. My whole plan was pretty much just riding the draft of the front two the whole time, especially since they were racing very hard. So I had a very strong feeling that since they clearly had a bit of heat between them, that I would be able to, you know, maybe sneak in a nicer trophy. Little did I know that I had the best one in hand. As for the rest of the GTP field, you know, I was faster than everyone else behind me because I think I held a pretty significant gap to Nave. So, you know, I kind of had a lonely race. You know, I really spent most of my time just weaving in and out of GT3 traffic, you know, which they seem to have a very exciting one, considering that Zeke and Brian were like neck and neck for like the most time throughout the whole race.
Oh, yeah. That GTD battle was insane. Absolutely insane.
I even lifted multiple times just so I could watch it and not interrupt.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Know, I don't want to cut someone off. I just want to see those two guys duke it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I got another question for you. And with your, before you came out here at Monza, how much time did you spend on that number 76 machine setup in preparation for tonight?
Nah, you know, I was out of the country for all of last week, so I just practiced last night and this practice session. So I just used one from a setup shop and hoped for the best, and it seemed to work out, you know? Didn't really have a lot of time to practice, but I am very familiar with the ARX since I ran it, since it debuted on iRacing. You know, I'm very familiar with its lack of low RPM power. So that's very fun when I'm exiting the pit lane, shaking my head, wondering where the hell is all my torque. But it seemed to have gotten a little bit better now. It's a fun car to drive, and it treated me very well tonight. So thank you to the boys at HPD for making an excellent machine.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your race win here tonight. You get to take home that checker flag, something that you know is actually very difficult to get here in this series. So congratulations on that. Relish in it. You absolutely deserve it. I'm going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay, what do you got for Jesse here to round out this interview?
Yes, Jesse, the baby back barbecue boys are in victory lane. I love it. I love it. This is awesome. I mean, like I said sometime during the broadcast, is what AJ Foyt says. Sometimes it's good to. I'd rather be lucky than good. Well, tonight you were both. I mean, I don't think we saw you make one mistake. Perfect race, and you end up finding victory lane. I mean, unbelievable job. Congratulations on this victory here tonight. I'm excited to see more races from you here in the GTP class. It was fun. It was a fun race to watch.
Most definitely. And looking at the upcoming races, we do have a few bangers, so it should be a very fun time. You know, and a lot of the GTP guys are clearly very fast, so it's only gonna get even spicier. You know.
All right. I am so ready for it, man. I am ready to watch you get back to the track here in the upcoming weeks and shake some things up here. And boy, did you have a great run here at Monza. Congratulations once again, Jesse, and we hope to see you in the next one.
You most definitely will. I'll see you guys soon, all right?
All right. I love it. I love it. All right. That was your winner. Oh, man, Jay, we saw some great, absolutely amazing racing here tonight with the NSR guys for the multi-class series that they have. Man, we had some good battling happening in GTP. We had a phenomenal battle with the GTD pros, and then Ryan Mulvey with the race of attrition coming home in the GTD AM with the win.
I mean, all I can say is the Nexus Sports Car Challenge delivers again with another banger. I mean, it's every race we do with this series. It's just an amazing race. Drama in the GTP kept us on the edge of our seats there. I believe we had just about every one of the GTD AM class. Every one of those drivers, I believe, led this race at one point. Like you said, it kind of turned into a race of survival or attrition in that series. And and then in the GTD Pro, I mean, dear Lord, we had 3 of them battling for the win there on the final lap. I mean, we had Brian Berthube and Zohar Kabani raced each other hard, aggressive, and clean. You love to see it. That's great racing. You could tell that series, we said at the top, was going to be the series to watch, and it was tonight. A lot of talent, a lot of respect in that series, and I think that they just had a blast. And I know I had a blast covering it, so I think tonight, though, the key to victory was consistency, not making any mistakes. We saw that with Ryan Mulvey there in the AM class. We saw that also in the GTP class with Canales, and then in the GTD Pro. I mean, that was just a matter of who was going to be there at the end. We saw so many different leaders, so many different battles all race long, and it was literally just getting to the end, making no mistakes, and that's where we had the battle at the end. And what a phenomenal night of racing. I can't believe it. What a great race here in Monza.
Yes, absolutely. Another banger here tonight. If you watched, man, put it in the chat. How much did you enjoy that race? Because for me, 10 out of 10. I love that. It was awesome. We had some great points to talk about all race long. All right, Jay, let's wind this down a little bit here for another awesome night of broadcasting. If you want to be part of the Dega Boys, you can. Go ahead and go to our channel, hit the join button, and pick a tier that works best for you. You get some great perks with being a Dega Boy. You can come into the booth, call a race with Jay and I. You can go onto the podcast, talk a little bit of some racing with Jay and I as well. Look, even if you choose a specific tier, you get yourself some free merch, which is pretty freaking sweet if you ask me. In fact, Josh Kreider was an Ultimate Diehard, got himself some free merch with that, which was pretty cool. We really appreciate him. And so you could be part of that as well. He actually called a race with us too at Chicago Street. That was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. So, but with that being said, if you want some Dega Boys merch, you can get yourself some Dega Boys merch. Again, go to our channel, hit the store button, go online to our spread shop, and get yourself some sweet Dega Boys merch like this right here. Big Daddy NASCAR hat. You too could be repping just like Jay and I as we go out and walk the normal world, as we may say. Whatever normal is. But look, all the funds that goes through both of those avenues go right back into the channel to create more and better content for you guys. Thank you to our current supporters, Daniel Maddox, Javon Thompson, Caden Gargiulo, we got Teltaps, Richard Latuke, Stephen Downton. We had a couple more last night, Jay, actually.
Yeah, we'll have to re-update that list.
We'll have to re-update it.
A lot of new members.
A lot of new members. We got Bobby Dennis back. Bobby Dennis is back, and a couple more. I apologize. I missed you guys. Kevin's in there as well. But thank you guys for supporting us in that kind of way. We truly appreciate it, and we love you guys. So I'm gonna hand it off to Jay here. Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about our podcast, about our watch parties? It's the month of May, baby. Let's talk about it.
Yes, I actually need to pull up the that poll for our watch party this month. We're gonna be doing 4 separate watch parties. We have a poll out on our channel right now, and it's tied. The IndyCar Grand Prix at Indianapolis, as well as the 6 hours of Spa. So if that poll closes tomorrow, and if it doesn't get resolved, with that tiebreaker, we're flipping a coin here on Tuesday. So make sure you guys go vote. You got 2 more days left to vote. Pick which race you want. I know that the Darlington Cup race is pretty close in there too, so it's tight. So make sure you guys vote, and we'll do that watch party, and then we'll be back at the end of the month for the greatest day in all of racing. We'll be here for the Monaco Grand Prix, the Indy 500, and then the World 600 to cap off the night. It's gonna be fantastic. All day watch parties. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait for everybody to come in and interact with us and watch racing, man. It's like Christmas. I can't wait. But then we'll also be doing that other one with the poll. So tune in to Tuesday. We'll be doing that, probably doing that coin flip. I don't know if it's going to get resolved, Tom. It's been pretty much tied the last 2 days. I don't know. We'll see. Make sure you guys go vote. Tuesday, podcast will be here to talk about the Formula One Grand Prix. Dear Lord, is the sky falling? Unbelievable. Can't believe what I witnessed. I didn't think that would ever happen, but I feel like that, if that could happen, anything can happen. So there it is. And then we get the cup race. And then we get a tie for the cup race. A lot of fishy, shady stuff going on there. We'll talk about it on Tuesday. I don't want to spoil too much here, but I got a lot of talking points already. So we were watching it while we were broadcasting, doing the double duty here. So I can't wait to talk about that with you guys. And then we'll also be previewing the landslide of races coming. I think there's like 9-10 races next week. And we got IMSA, Pilot Challenge, Indy NXT, NASCAR, pretty much every NASCAR series back at it again. We got World Dirt Championship. Yeah, I mean, it's a loaded slate of races next week, so we cannot wait to preview those races for you guys on Tuesday. And it's also episode 69. So,
Hey,
we might be having a little bit of fun on Tuesday. You don't want to miss it. Come join us on the podcast.
well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got lots of cool stuff coming up here on the channel regarding racing. So go ahead, save the date on your calendar. Come hang out with us. We're gonna have some fun. So, with that being said, make sure you guys check out all of our socials. We got a lot out there. We got X, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Discord. Make sure you guys go, and Patreon. But go join our Discord if you guys want a great hub for motorsports news. It's all right there. Plus, if you're a member of the YouTube channel, you get some special permissions in there, a little bit of cool colors for your names, etc., etc. So come on out and be a part of our Discord community. It's thriving, man. It's awesome. Am I missing anything?
Other than we'll be back tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we'll
run
be
it
back
back
tomorrow
again with the IndyCar League. So
yeah, baby.
Fun.
We're going Grand Prix racing with Indy cars here at Nexus. Again, we'll be here right back in this spot, broadcasting to YouTube. Another great broadcast night. So, but with that being said, this has been another awesome broadcast here with the NSR guys at Monza. And man, just what a night. What a night. This has been Thomas and Jay in the booth once again, and we'll see y'all in the next one.